Welcome back to the Tempo Storm Wild Hearthstone Meta Snapshot. We're eager to give you a few tools to tackle the wild ladder ahead of the coming expansion, and before everything gets thrown in the blender via the incoming Death Knight class. We've reached a period of relative stability in the wild format. Our Tier 1 might look a little familiar because it's the Tier 1 from the prior snapshot. The biggest change? Our top 2 archetypes have flipped. That means, according to our experts, the best deck right now in Wild is Miracle Rogue. To longtime Wild players, Miracle Rogue feels like a slightly less degenerate Dark Glare Warlock. The deck produces sudden, insurmountable board states that are often game-ending. It's important to not forget about Necrolord Draka, either as the player or opponent. The often humongous weapon can be the difference in close matchups. Play this archetype if you want to win games, but be prepared for a bit of a learning curve. The rest of Tier 1 are 2 decks that can give Miracle Rogue some trouble sometimes. Reno Priest and Free Shaman. Both are overstuffed with removal and can easily turn the tables on Miracle Rogue. Both should also be quite common on your climbs, so be prepared when planning your mulligans. Tier 2 is made up of our format's best aggro archetypes. They're all good, but they also all can struggle into our format's Tier 1 threats. Each is quite strong, so you should do just fine on ladder with any of the following: Even Shaman, Secret Mage, Beast Hunter, Pirate Rogue, and Aggro Priest. Not only are they strong, but they're popular. Be prepared to face any and all of these archetypes. Want a wholly playable deck that used to be a top performer, but now has fallen on hard times? Tier 3 has you covered. Each of the combo archetypes here is reasonably popular, and several of them used to be Tier 1 mainstays. Mecha'thun Warlock, it is punished by Theotar, the Mad Duke. Quest Mage, Secret Mage eats it alive. Pillager Rogue, it's still niche. Each of these decks is somewhat feast or famine. A better Tier 3 bet? It might just be Reno Warlock, which is shockingly decent into many of the other archetypes around it, and might just be a smidge underrated. Tier 4 is often a bit of a joke in this snapshot, but it's no laughing matter for Wild players who enjoy Warrior, Paladin, or Demon Hunter. Each of those classes sees its only archetype mired down in our snapshot's basement, which makes it hard for anyone but enthusiasts to make much progress. While players will look to the coming expansion with hope, perhaps it's time to start asking what cards could be unnerfed or reverted if it means saving these once powerful classes. The next time we meet, it may very well be as Death Knights and opponents. Are you ready for the coming expansion? We sure are. Tune into coming editions of the Tempo Storm Wild Hearthstone Meta Snapshot, where we'll have everything you need to succeed in March of the Lich King.